How's it going, everyone? My name is Ryaki, and today we got a very special video. We're going to be talking about some of my early Melty Blood thoughts, the stuff I've been really enjoying, stuff I've been like, kind of met on, and overall just final thoughts and like overall feelings about the whole thing. Before we get into it, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I don't normally do this stuff at the beginning of the video, but you know, gotta throw myself up there a little bit. So if you want to see the constant fighting game content with Melty Blood, Guilty Gear Strive, and you know, bunch of different other games, make sure you stick around and keep on watching. I tend to be a little bit entertaining, if I do say so myself. With that getting out of the way, let's talk Melty Blood. So the first stuff I want to talk about is the really good stuff about Melty Blood, and there's a lot to really enjoy about this game. The fact that just it's so much fun. Playing the game is just an absolute blast. There's no real downtime in the game. There's nothing to really like. As far as my own personal experience goes, for sure, the game is just constant fun. Whether it be, you know, landing sick combos or, you know, just trying to like outpace each other in the neutral, or even the shield clashes. That is a hot topic up for debate right now on Twitter, right? As we speak. But I think they're cool. I think it's cool to just go back and forth, Dragon Ball style. You know, I'm over here, no you're not, vanishing to the other side, or just constantly the shielding. It's fun. It is fun. I don't care what you have to say. It is so much fun. Another thing to really touch on is that it is just so gorgeous. This game is beautiful. The sprite work, as well as like the stage lighting and like just the overall aesthetic of the game, it's a gorgeous looking game. We don't really see a lot of, you know, classic 2D sprites or 2.5D sprites in a lot of games nowadays. A lot of games have moved on to 3D, most notably, like, you know, Guilty Gear with Revelator 2, with Strive. Rev 2 kind of still had the same aesthetic as the 2.5D, but it's not the roots where it used to be. But this, you know, it reminds me of Blaze Blue and Under Night. Just the beautiful sprite work, the incredible sprite work. And I know that the game is based on the sprite work of the older game, but it needed that updated visual, especially for 2021. And I think they did an amazing job. All the characters look gorgeous. The effects look gorgeous. The stages are immaculate. I can't get over how beautiful these things look. As well as that, the netcode's pretty solid too. I haven't been able to test it out extensively, because of course with the launch of this game, my Ethernet cable has shit the bed. I'm gonna be I'm getting a new one soon. I will be able to relish in the beautiful rollback netcode that's uninterrupted by Wi-Fi. Because if you guys don't know, even with Wi-Fi, or excuse me, even with rollback, Wi-Fi is not the way to go for fighting games. You need that smooth and crisp Ethernet connection. But even still, so far, I played one of my viewers in the Middle East. He hasn't told me what country he's from, but he's from the Middle East. And it worked really well. It worked exceedingly well. I was able to play games with, you know, one of my viewers all the way across the world. And that's something to really applaud. I want to applaud French Bread for being so forward with this and making sure that this game had rollback. It wasn't even something that we had to, you know, fight for. It's not. You know, it wasn't Guilty Gear Strive. We didn't have to fight French Bread to put rollback into this game. I know it comes from the talks of like wanting to put rollback in Under Night, and so far that hasn't happened, and I don't think it will happen until the new game. But this isn't a video about that. This is a video about Melty Blood and the rollback, the netcode. It feels great. It's very comparable to Strive, and the good thing is I don't have to wait 5 minutes to get into the game. I just boot up the game, go into online, start kicking ass. It's incredible. I don't have to communicate with the server. I don't have to fight for a connection with my, with my friends, because I'm still getting, cannot connect to the station and Guilty Gear Strive. I gotta stay on topic. This is for Melty Blood. This isn't rashing on other games, but I think that does actually kind of need to be said. How this game has been doing stuff that's so good compared to, some of the other games. Some of the other games we've been applauding, but they didn't really get it just right. This game is so close to getting it just right. It also scratches the kind of like scratches the itch of like that hyper chaotic anime fighter that hasn't really been around since, I think the latest release I can think of that's at least to this caliber is BlazBlue Central Fiction, or Uniclear. Just that like very high octane anime fighter, the incredible combo structure, the crazy mix-ups, 50-50s galore, and yeah, I don't know. It's something I really enjoy. It's what got me into fighting games in the first place. Playing BlazBlue Calamity Trigger back in 2009. A lot of the games today really have taken a different path, and it's a great path, don't get me wrong, but this feels very close to home for me, and I'm excited to really grow and learn in this game. I also think that this game has potential to be absolutely incredible. One of the greatest anime fighters of all time, maybe. Just with how much fun it is. Just every character seems to be very strong in their own regards. There's no character so far that I've seen that sucks. I haven't heard anywhere that any character sucks. Every character seems to be very fun, very strong in their own right. Obviously, we have some discussions on the top tiers already, being the maids or, what have you. But every character seems incredibly good so far, and I think that's something to applaud. I think this has a very healthy, competitive future for it. With all the good, with all the bad. Wow. With all the good, however, I do want to touch upon some of the stuff that I'm not so happy about. A lot of that comes from just some system mechanic stuffs that I'm not incredibly pleased with. Most egregious is the rapid beat system. I like the idea of what it could have been. I don't think it was implemented in the best way. I am someone who likes to double tap to confirm my hits, but that doesn't translate too well into this game, because at that point I'm already 3/4 into the auto combo, and the next button I hit, no matter what, is going to send it into the launcher. I don't think that's really smart. I don't think that's really good implementation of the rapid beats, but maybe I gotta be more patient. I also don't like it on my block streams, because by the time I want to rebeat and go into the reverse beat, I'm already locked into the launcher. And I get it. I should just be more patient with my button presses, but I don't know, it just feels so whack and unnatural. Again, I gotta have to get around to it. Something very minor. Color editor could have been better. Color editor could have been really better. I had a lot of high hopes to make a whole bunch of like cool looking alt colors for my characters, and I got some that I really enjoy, but the others, it just feels like a drag to even try. It could have been better, but again, that's a very minor slight. Movement also feels a little bit odd. I don't know if it's just a me thing, but it's very, very tough to get some real fluid movement going on into the game, and maybe I just have to get used to the engine. I have to get used to Melty movement as a whole, but it feels very odd at points, especially if I'm trying to do like a dash super jump, or even on round start. Like I have an idea of what I want to be doing, but it doesn't exactly translate well. Or the cross-ups. The cross-ups are a little weird to get used to, but again, these are all very slight negatives to an otherwise really awesome game. I think my final point when it comes to negatives is I miss some of the options that the old Melty had. When it comes to like character tools or buttons, they took out my favorite button for CL, which was her 3B, which is like this like handstand double kick. I don't know. I liked it. I liked it a lot to use in combos or just in block strings. Plus, it was a cool animation, and I wanted to see it upgraded. That's a very slight problem. I'm sure other characters have, either reworked or lost some of their, buttons, and I can't speak on the characters I don't play or I don't know, but it's kind of noticeable, but I can get over it. I can definitely get over it. So basically, I'm really enjoying the game. I am really, really enjoying the game. I think this is one of my favorite fighting games to come out in a long time, especially within the few years. I don't know if I am liking this initially more than I initially liked Guilty Gear Strive, because trust me, I still love Guilty Gear Strive. So I'm gonna definitely have to see within the coming month how I feel about the first month of Melty Blood versus the first month of Guilty Gear Strive. I'm also looking forward to tournaments. I'm looking forward to competing in as many tournaments that I can. Personally, once I get good at the game, I'll still be entering even though I suck. So as soon as I can find one I can enter, I'm going to be doing that. I also want to watch high-level tournaments for this game. I want to root for my boy Lord Knight. I want to see... I want to see Kizzy go at it. I want to see Daikin go at it. If you guys haven't seen Daikin, he's one of the greatest up-and-coming Melty Blood YouTubers. You've probably seen some of his videos floating around. Maybe you haven't clicked on it. Go ahead and click on that. And I'm also excited for DLC potential. We haven't had, to my knowledge at least, any plans announced, but I don't think we can't get DLC, especially with there's so many characters to be chosen from like even the initial roster. Like, I'm sure they're gonna sell us something on it. Like, we're gonna get a Neko arc DLC. I promise you that's in their plans. They're probably working on it right now, and I'm gonna come back to this video as soon as it gets announced, and I'm gonna go, I told you also. Well, yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me today. Basically, it's just an overall very positive spot for me. I'm really thoroughly enjoying the game. I want to know if you guys are too. Hit me up in the comments below with your thoughts in the game. If you're enjoying it, are you not enjoying it? Why don't you enjoy it? And we can have like a really healthy conversation on that. I don't know. I want to see where people's heads are at with this game. It's a good one for sure. It's a good one for sure. If you like what you saw, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And yeah, my name is Ryaki. I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.